Welcome into Dadsplain with me, the Unhinged Father. Who is the Unhinged Father, you ask? Might be easier to tell you who I'm not. I'm not some enlightened guru asshole pretending to have all the answers for you. I'm also not someone who's given up on life and decided to become a fatfluencer. Nope. I'm somewhere in the middle. Just a dad, trying to do his best, here to give it to you straight. If you wanted a cute, whimsical dad giving you tips on how to change diapers, you're in the wrong fucking place. If you wanted some straight talk on parenthood, marriage, mental health, finances, morality, or anything else I deem important, then welcome in. Let's have some fun. Welcome into another episode of Dadsplain. Unhinged Father here, coming to you live from the home office. I'm sure as most of you have noticed that today is not Wednesday. It's actually Friday, the day that I typically would release a episode before I change the date. But I've decided to go back to Fridays because this is my podcast and I can essentially do whatever the fuck I want. Also, it just worked out this week and it seemed like I was getting more listeners releasing on Friday as well. So, going to switch it back up to Friday. May change it again in the future. It really also just kind of depends on what my week looks like and how much my children and the new dog that we have decide to torture me. And this week's not going to be a super long episode. I have been extremely busy catching up on stuff since I've come out of that fog, getting off of the medication. Still have some lingering effects of that medication in my system that I'm trying to get over as well. So this week, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed as you're driving down the street, you see the weather getting a little bit colder. You see those holly jolly lights starting to show up on the shopping centers, and you know that Christmas is right around the corner. Well, in this family, Christmas starts November 1st. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. Maybe you're a Grinch. Maybe you're Scrooge before he becomes cool. I don't know what it is, but either way, Christmas starts November 1st, and for all of you saying I'm not leaving room for Thanksgiving, I am. Thanksgiving gets Thursday and Friday of the week of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving to me is a holiday. Christmas is a season. Along with all of the fun that comes with Christmas, all of the joy, I do understand that there are a lot of people that are, for lack of a better word, triggered by the Christmas season. And I understand that. I haven't always had the best Christmas, especially when I get older. When I was younger, Christmas were fucking magical. It was great. I'd wake up, Santa brought all these presents, we'd sit down, Dad would make coffee, breakfast, we'd open presents. It was magical. I love Christmas so much. I had so many great memories. I just completely abused my parents by waking up at like 4:45 in the morning and like sneaking down the hall to see if Santa had come, waking my siblings up, just causing untold amounts of early morning chaos. But that innocence, that pure innocence, that joy, that excitement, my siblings had it too. We all loved Christmas so much when we were growing up, and that time was amazing. Some of my best memories were Christmas morning, and so I thoroughly enjoy Christmas. I want to make it last the entire season. I'd like to make the season as long as possible. So to me, November 1st and even through the new year, it's still that Christmas season. And mostly what I mean when in the Christmas season, it's a time to reflect, to see what it is that you have, to see what's important in your life, to reminisce on the good times that you've had, the good times that you are having. For me, having children, my family, being able to enjoy them, be with them, trying to be nicer to people. You hear all of these podcasts where people are like, well, we just need people to be nice. But those are the same assholes that go out and just like yell at people, the fucking Karens in restaurants who are asking for managers, the people just completely tearing people down for thinking something different than them. Those are the people who are also like, we just need to be nice to each other. Christmas time is a season to truly be nice, to reflect on your own heart and your own life, and to try and become a better person by being better to other people. So if Christmas is such a great time for us to be with family, friends, loved ones, to show each other our appreciation, to buy gifts, to enjoy the Christmas lights, to just feel festive and feel like there's something different in the air, why is it that so many people don't like Christmas? Why is it that so many people hate the season? Why is it that there's so many fucking Grinches out there where their hearts are 2 sizes too small, or Ebenezer Scrooges before he, meets the ghost and gets scared into becoming a decent person? Part of it may be the commercialization of Christmas. We all know that all of the corporations out there, especially ones that sell toys or any other retail type sellers, are always pushing this Christmas angle because it's a great time for them to make profits, to sell new things, more. That's kind of what Christmas has become to a lot of people. And I understand that that can be completely annoying. There's probably also another group of you out there that feel like Christmas infringes on Thanksgiving and that we're not giving the proper respects to that holiday. And to you, all I can truly say is you're damn right we're not giving proper respects to Thanksgiving. If you got a chance to choose between Santa Claus and a fucking turkey, what are you picking? Have you ever seen a turkey in real life? All you people who live in the city, turkeys are annoying, big, disgusting creatures, and we have a holiday that's completely surrounded around them. I'm going Christmas all the way. How many Thanksgiving movies are there? How many Thanksgiving songs are there? I'll wait. We'll wait for you. That's right, there's not. And there's a ton of Christmas stuff. So Thanksgiving, be happy that I give you 2 days and I don't relegate you to just one. And finally, I get to the reason why there's probably a lot of people who dislike the holiday season as well. And it's actually one of the reasons why you should love the holiday season, and that's family. Family can be a huge pain in the ass. That is 100% true. I understand that. I empathize with you, especially if you have a crazy ass family, which, mine's not crazy ass, but they may be crazy minus the ass. I'm not sure. I feel like when it comes to families, at least in my experience, part of the issue is the expectation that's put on you during that holiday season, the expectation that's put on your family during that holiday season. I can't speak to everyone else's experience because I've never been there, but I have seen at least young people who come up or families that come up that get really stressed out during the holiday season because they just feel like they have to put on this show for other people, that they have to be something that's completely different who they are. They have to go out of their way to make accommodations for other people that don't necessarily fall in line with who they are, what they're looking for in the season, and don't provide them this great Christmas time that they're looking for. Now for us, we've got a big family. We have split family. There's my wife's family is where we live. My family is in a different area. Besides that, my parents are divorced. So it's like a split within a split. And then you start getting into all these different little outlets and grooves of different family members, different events, different obligations, where to be. And it becomes Inception, essentially, where it's just an expectation within an expectation within an expectation. And there's no end to it. I can empathize with anyone that's in that situation. I understand how stressful that can be. And in all reality, it does make this time of year stressful. It can make it to where you just absolutely despise it, where you'd rather just put your head underneath the pillow and wait till the sounds of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas or just, a distant memory in your rearview mirror. And for any of you that feel that way during this time of year, I truly do feel sorry for you. And I empathize with you because this season, this Christmas spirit, I don't know what you'd like to call it, but it can be truly amazing, especially when you just look at the way that kids light up during this. If you really want to see what Christmas is really about and like the joy and the excitement, just look into the eyes of a child who's spending time with his family, who's anxiously waiting for Santa's arrival, who, gets to go to church, gets to dress up for church, gets to be nice to other people, gets to go and give presents to his friends or to his teachers. Like, it's just a time of giving, a time of happiness, a time of joy, reflection. And if you can't tell by now, I love it. I love this time of year. I wish that this feeling would last the entire year long. And it doesn't always happen like that during the season. I've had plenty of stressed out ones. I've felt that burden of expectation from family members. I've had really shitty Christmases, especially as I've gotten older. And I guess all I'm saying is I'm giving permission to everyone to take back Christmas, to take back what Christmas means to you, and to only have the expectation of, I want to have a great time. Yes, I want to be giving. I want to be joyful. I want to see family, friends, all of that stuff. But the expectations, my only expectation, what other people's only expectation should be of you, is to be able to spend time, enjoy it with you, get to relish in this time of year, because it doesn't last forever. And we all know how shitty and how hard life can be. Why not enjoy this time while we can? Ignore the 4,000 commercials that you've seen for the latest toy. Ignore the buy, buy, buy. Ignore all of these expectations. Ignore your mother-in-law saying that you need to come over and then her criticizing you for however you make your, your spiraled ham, or the way that you fold your fucking Christmas napkins at your dining room table, or if you're a kid or you're still getting presents, that expectation that someone's giving you a gift and they just want to see that joy. And if you don't accept the gift the way that they want you to, there's that guilt that they put on you. And it may not be direct, but it's possibly going to be covertly. Ignore all of that stuff. Ignore everything that can make this time of year stressful you. And maybe you can't ignore it. Try and find some way to mitigate it and focus on the stuff that makes you happy. The Christmas music. If you hate Christmas music, well, then there's no fucking hope for you, okay? You're a lost cause. Stop listening to this podcast right now. The Christmas lights, the celebratory parties, spending time with each other, good drinks, good food, moderately okay people, I guess. Enjoy all of this stuff. You're only going to get a certain amount of times to celebrate Christmas, to celebrate this time of year. And eventually it's going to go away. Eventually you're going to be so old and in a fucking nursing home, or, maybe you don't have that many Christmases left. We're not going to be here forever. This is going to be my 36th Christmas. I'm already probably close to halfway done with the total amount of Christmases I'm going to have in my life. I don't want to waste any more of them, especially that I have kids now. I'm going to take back Christmas for our family. I plan on giving my kids the best time. And all I want for Christmas is to wake up in the morning, not have 45 fucking family members in my house at 5:30 in the morning, trying to wake up my kids so they can open presents, take pictures, ask questions, all that stuff. I just want to be able to sit down, have the smell of coffee in the air, make some brekkie. I could use a little brekkie. Focus. Make some breakfast, put on Christmas music. Only one of our kids is cognizant enough to actually understand that Santa comes and brings presents and stuff. The other one will just be happy to tear paper apart. But let him sit down, just see the joy on his face with no expectation, no questions, nothing like that. Just let him be in the moment, and then be in the moment with him while we're drinking our coffee, recording a home video on our iPhone so we can go back in 20 years and laugh about how he, opened up a present and was super excited about it. That's what I want. And then once 10 o'clock rolls around, it's okay. People can come over and enjoy the day with us. But I really just want to relish with my family in that moment, be with them, experience that moment, not be caught behind the screen of a phone, not be distracted by other things, not be trying to plan out the rest of the day. I want that time to be mine and my family's. In conclusion, if you don't celebrate Christmas, I feel sorry for you, but I understand, especially if it's a religious thing. I understand that Christmas is a Christian holiday, but in all reality out here in the United States, I feel like Christmas has become a holiday for everyone. And some people may disagree with that. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. A lot of times Christians are like, well, keep Christ in Christmas. And I kind of just roll my eyes at them and I say, hey, it's all about, to me at least, you can have your own opinions, even if they're wrong. Being Christian means inviting people in and showing people by example and by demonstration. And what better way to show people how to live than exemplifying what Christmas truly means, the spirit of Christmas, and inviting people into that and to enjoy and to celebrate and to be together in that time. And that'll lead me right into this week's Unhinged rant. It may not necessarily be a rant, more like an unpopular opinion, or what the kids call a hot take, or at least they used to call it a hot take. I'm ready for the hate that's coming my way. I'm getting my email prepped with the spam blockers for all of the hate mail that all 13 of you are going to send me. This week, I'd like to talk about how All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey is the most overrated Christmas song out there. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike this song. I actually am old enough to remember when that album came out. My mom bought it, and we would listen to that Mariah Carey Christmas album like on fucking repeat during the holiday time. So I do enjoy the song. I like it, but I just feel like it's gained this cult following, and everyone is like, that's the best song. Like, what's the best Christmas song? They're going straight to Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. Top song on every playlist is Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. There are just so many other Christmas songs out there that are way better. I'm not sure how it gained this cult following or why it gained this cult following, but it has. And Mariah Carey's benefited off of it immensely. I mean, she's basically built, don't get me wrong, she's got some good songs out there. She would have been a superstar, all that stuff. But let's be honest, she built her empire off of the back of All I Want for Christmas. Re-releasing it like every single year. She's done pretty well with that. But to me, it's an okay Christmas song. Not my favorite, just one that's in the repertoire, in the tool belt, but it has become so overplayed, so overdone. Everyone thinks that that's synonymous with Christmas, and no, it's not. Also, if you listen to some of our other Christmas albums, like her most recent one, I think was like 4 or 5 years ago, it's fucking hot garbage. Just, she tries to be cool and add new things from like music today, more beats, more things like that. And it's like, Mariah, you're like in your 50s now. Just stick to the classics, okay? Also, this may have no bearing on it whatsoever, but I just find it funny to listen to Mariah Carey talking about how she doesn't want anything for Christmas. Nothing matters to her except for you, except for the person that she's waiting for. And we all know that's not fucking true. She's a diva. She wants everything probably except for you. So it's like the opposite of what that song is. I don't know how you fix this problem. I'm not sure how we dethrone All I Want for Christmas as this top song that everyone's playing for Christmas, but we need to find a way. Mariah sits on a throne of lies, and there needs to be some sort of Christmas coup d'etat, and we need to take her down from that high horse that we put her on. And as we all know, once you create that type of vacuum, especially in an empire as big and as massive as Christmas music in general, you're going to have a ton of people trying to fill that void. So in this coup d'etat, we need to make sure that we are replacing Mariah and All I Want for Christmas with who we think is going to lead us on a path of holly jolly goodness the entire way through the season. There's so many different ones out there. I don't know if I can pick. I may need help in selecting our new ruler, our new monarch, our new supreme leader of Christmas, and holly and sleigh bells and mistletoe and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, of everything that is Christmas. We need to make sure that we have an anthem that's just ready to pump us up and get us ready to sip down some spiked hot chocolate and eat some fucking chocolate chip cookies that are left over when Santa doesn't eat them all. I have a couple of ideas out there. I'm not gonna bias anyone out there, but I need your guys' suggestion. What is that song? What is it that we need to select to dethrone Mariah? You can tell me that you just want to keep things as they are. Just keep the standard that we've accepted over the years. Or if there's a new song that you want to get in there and that you want to propose be our new supreme leader, like I said, of Christmas music, let me know. Shoot me an email. Send me a message if you're on Spotify, there's a little Q&A question at the end of this. Let me know who's taking Mariah out, who are we bringing in, who's going to fill that void, and who's going to lead us into this fucking amazing Christmas season. And that'll do it for this episode of Dad's Playing with the Unhinged Father. A little bit more of a silly episode today, just kind of the headspace that I'm in. Hope that you liked it. If you did, and you feel like it's worthy of it, leave me a 5-star review on wherever you listen to podcasts. Give me a follow on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or, if you use iHeartRadio or some random one because you're an individual, feel free to give me a follow there as well. If you think that there's anyone in your life that would benefit from listening to this, or you think that there's anyone that would be super pissed off by listening to me, I urge you to share this episode with them, share the show with them. I do the show for myself. It's a creative outlet, but I do want it to reach as many people. And if there's anyone out there that listens to it, finds a good idea, feels a little bit better about themselves, smiles, that makes it all worthwhile to me. So I'll continue to do this, continue to put podcasts out, and try and put decent content out there, because obviously I'm just a super famous influencer and everyone wants to listen to what I say. That's it. That's all I've got for you today. I hope that you all have a fantastic day, a fantastic weekend. And as always, be good, try hard, do your best.